Hey y'all, I'm gonna make a quick announcement. And before I make a quick announcement, this is not my bed that I'm on. So yeah. So let's get right into it. Lately I've been seeing these words like everywhere I go. Like I can't you not. I could be traveling outside, I could be on my phone, I could just be sitting down chilling. And everywhere I go, I keep seeing the word jealousy, neighbor, danger, Judas, spring, eyes, victory, and gold. Now, the words that stood out to me the most were jealousy, neighbor, danger, and Judas, and eyes. Those are like the five words that like stood out to me. And one day I woke up and I was scrolling on Instagram, and this video of this woman popped up on Instagram. And I have never seen this woman before, but something told me to just don't skip her video. Something just told me to just watch it. So that's what I did. And she was actually explaining in the video that her favorite story in the Bible was Judas. Now that caught me off guard because I was like, wait a minute, isn't that the same word I keep seeing like everywhere I go? Like I just keep seeing Judas. Like, what is this about? So as I'm continuing listening to the video, she was basically explaining how Judas was one of her favorite stories in the Bible because basically the story Judas was about a man named Judas, right? Basically in the Bible, and he was one of Jesus' 12 disciples, and he actually betrayed Jesus. He actually was telling Jesus whereabouts, like where Jesus was going and where Jesus go. And he betrayed him for like 30 coins. So after the video shut off, I had to read it for myself. So a week after, I opened up the Bible and I was reading the story of Judas. And it was saying about how Judas was one of Jesus' 12 disciples, and the people asked Judas to betray Jesus, and Judas betrayed Jesus for 30 silver coins, and which was very fucked up. So something didn't really sit right with me because I was like, wait a minute, why did Jesus keep, showing me these words like Judas, um, jealous, but I started to put two and two together and I was like, wait a minute now. I feel like God is really, really trying to tell me something. God is really trying to give me a message here, something that I don't see, something that I don't understand. And just like I say, like we walk around this world, every day. We come outside every day and we don't realize our surroundings. We think we might see everything, but we really don't. It's a war out here. It's a spiritual warfare out here going on every day. So you might think that you see everything going on around you, but you really don't. So I was like, wait a minute. I feel like God is showing me these signs, like these words, because God is, He wants me to send out a message to someone out there, who knows. Or, maybe He's just trying to show a sign that, maybe danger is on its way. And He wants to give me a message out to you targeted individuals who are going through issues and problems with gang stalking, mobbing and, stalking and, all of that whoever is going through this. And God just wants me to give out this message to whoever is going through this. Um, to let you know, whoever is listening, whoever is watching right now, that you have a jealous person that is watching you. Okay, so be very, very careful. Okay, and just like in the Bible said, Judas was one of Jesus' 12 disciples, and before Judas betrayed Jesus, he sat at a table with Jesus. Okay, Jesus broke his bread and shared his wine with Judas. You know what I'm saying? and the other disciples at the table. They were celebrating at a table, okay, with Jesus. And the same person that washed his hands in a bowl with Jesus and sat at that table with Jesus, celebrating, betrayed Jesus. And Jesus said it at the table. And Jesus was like, one of you going to betray me. And for y'all who know the rest of the story, I know the rest of the story because I'm not really good at telling stories. So that really goes out to show that all these signs that Jesus is showing me, somebody is jealous of somebody, and it is a really close person. You know, maybe you friends with that person, or you knew that person for a long time. And just like I said, for someone to sit at a table, this is how I look at it. For somebody to sit at a table with you, celebrating with you, you have to know that person for such a long time. And that just goes to show you that you have to be very, very careful. Not only from strangers plotting against you, but that just goes to show that the ones that are closest to you will hurt you the most. Those are the ones that will really, really betray you. Those are the ones that will really stab you in the back. Those are the ones that will really plot against you. And especially that goes for family. Family will also betray you in the most deepest, darkest way. Family would do you dirty the most. So that just goes to show this message that I'm giving out right now. I don't know who this belongs to, but Jesus is not showing me these signs for no reason. Be careful. Watch your surroundings because you do have somebody that's really extremely jealous of you. I'm still seeing these words till now. I was just on my phone and it popped up the word jealousy. And in my head I'm like, whoa, like why I keep seeing that word everywhere I go. Someone is extremely jealous of you, and I feel like it's someone that's really, really close. And they plotting against you. But just like the Bible says, just like Jesus said, may no weapon formed against you shall not prosper. So that's why it's very important that we must, before we go outside, it is a must, it is a mandatory for us to pray to God and ask for God's protection and to cover us and to put on the full armor of God. It is very important, y'all, because these people, they are getting more bolder every day. These people getting in your personal space. These people out here doing witchcraft on you and you don't even know it. Okay? You probably wondering, oh, why this don't work out for me and it's working out for other people. Now, don't get me wrong. If something don't work out for you, it's probably because it's not your time right now. And if if a door of opportunity is closing your face, maybe it's because maybe that's not for you. You know what I'm saying? It's maybe not your time right now. And that is just an indication that God has something way better in store for you. So keep in the faith and don't give up and keep your head up. Okay? So, but if it happens very often, you know, people constantly lying on you, people constantly want to attack you, people gang stalking you, every time when you try to, you know, sign up for a job or you try to do anything, it don't matter, do anything, or um, you trying to pass a test, or you trying to have a successful relationship with a family member or even a man that you knew, and everything is just not working out, everything is just failing, that could be a sign that the devil is attacking you, that someone is putting witchcraft on you. So that's why we must pray to God and every single day and put on the full armor of God. That is our protection, so that every arrow that's being thrown at us from the enemy, which are the devil agents, that it will be blocked with the full armor of God, and it will not work. May no weapon formed against you shall not prosper. So that's why it's important that we always put on the full armor of God, because these enemies out here, these people that are jealous of you, they lie on your name every single day. They talk bad on your name. They spread lies about you. They gossip about you. They ruin your relationships. They go behind your back and talk shit about you to your family, telling them all lies about you so your family could turn against you. And then you be wondering why your family is turning against you. Because, I mean, hello, you probably have somebody that's been watching you, telling your family lies about you, and you don't even know it. And that's probably why everywhere you go, you always probably bump up into trouble. People don't get along with you very well. You know, it's always somebody that always want to, get you riled up, always want to start an argument with you, always trying to, get you to that point where it turns into a physical altercation. And the best way to defeat that is with prayer, to read your Bible, and silence. Because when the devil attacks you more, that means that God has something big for you. And your enemies, the ones that's out there lying on your name, dragging your name through the dirt, telling all lies about you to try to make you look crazy to other people, ruining your reputation. When the devil attacks you the hardest, that's because something good is about to come into your life. And they is just trying to destroy you so you won't be able to see your potential. And not only so you won't be able to see your potential, but it's just a matter of fact that they are distractions. People do not want to see you make it. And the funniest quote to me, that's so funny to me, I always seem to laugh at it because it's just ridiculous. People want to see you doing good. Don't get me wrong. People want to see you doing good, but people just don't want to see you doing better than them. That's funny. People want to see you doing good, but people just don't want to see you doing better than them. And when people see you doing better than them, they would do everything in their power to try to bring you down. Even if they have to team up against you and to get other people to turn against you. Oh yeah, that's what they would do. That's their job. They are the devil's agents. It's same thing with these people that want to get close to you so bad. They be fiending to get close to you. They be fiending to touch you, and they don't even know you. Oh, you be wondering why you be walking down the block and you got these strangers following you. Y'all, it happens. It really, really happens, okay? Some of these enemies out here that be telling other people to stalk you, they will even take it to a far extent to stalk you to your home. So that's why it's important for us to be prayed up. And I feel like us targeting individuals, if you've been going through this for the longest, like people would never seem to get along with you, your relationships seem not to last, people have a hard time not liking you for some reason. Like when you would ask them a question like, why you don't like me, they just don't have a reason. They just look at you and say, oh, well, I just don't like you because I just don't like you. Or they might say that they don't like you because they heard a rumor about you. Or you could be going through a lot of downfalls in your life because there's always somebody that want to attack you. There's always somebody that always want to fight you. And I'm starting to feel like targeted individuals are not targeted individuals. They are chosen ones. They just don't know their worth yet. People, one thing that's strange about these enemies, they make you feel like shit. And they fill up your head with so much of doubt. And you probably would feel like to yourself like, oh, like I'm nothing, maybe they're right. No, they're not right. Don't listen to that. Because that's just a part of their tactic to bring you down so you won't be able to realize your worth. Because your enemies, they realize your worth. Yes, they do. Your enemies, the people out here that be stalking you every day, teaming up against you to have other people to, follow you to the grocery store, follow you to your job, following you over here, following you to your appointments. They see your worth and they know it's something very special about you. And I used to think that it was about looks. Like, oh, they probably just after me because, oh, I'm pretty, they just jealous. But jealousy is one part. But when you really look deep inside of the problem and you try to get down to the root of the problem, it's more than that. These enemies look at you and they know that it's something inside of you that they cannot touch. They can't touch it. And when they can't touch it, they would do everything in their power to get other people to team up against you, to try to start arguments with you, get you in these traps. These people plot on you. They watch you from afar. They even might come next to you and just stare at you. They prey on your downfall. Yeah, it's more. It's more to this. This is a spiritual warfare that we have going on. Sometimes I feel like we don't need God, but when you actually look at it, all of this that people do, going out drinking, smoking, having sex with this one, having sex with that one, partying, gossiping about other people. Oh, we don't need Jesus. Oh, Jesus don't exist. I used to think that Jesus didn't exist. But when I started praying to God, reading the Bible, something just started to feel different. I feel like I started to handle my problems a little bit more better. Like, it's really crazy. Because I felt like I have gained wisdom by reading the word of God, by building up my relationship with God, by having a better relationship with Him. So I get to learn myself more and to become a better person and not who I was before. These people just want you down so bad. They want you to be just like them. That's why they keep harassing you, stalking you, doing all this organization, stalk, mobbing, whatever you want to call it. This is why they do this to you, because they're trying to drive you crazy. They're trying to mess up your head so you could become just like them. But sometimes you have to step back and be like, you know what? I'm not going to become them because they want me to. That's what they want you to do. They want you to be just like them. Hurt people hurt people. Wicked people want you to be just like them. And when wicked people realize they can manipulate you to be just like them, oh yeah, the attacks get more hard. But then see, they try to flip psychology on you and be like, oh, you're the one that's bothered. Oh, you don't know what you're talking about. Oh, you're seeing things, doing all this gaslighting. All of that is lies. So don't try to make you feel like it's something wrong with you when really it's something wrong with them. They just trying to mess up your mind, and you can't let that happen. So this is why I say I'm gonna end this right here because the video getting too long. But yeah, I just want to send that message out there. Oh yeah, and the word danger too, because I keep seeing the word danger. So be careful, because one of y'all probably have someone that's close to you that knows your whereabouts telling these other people where you be going. And I think this is how gang stalking be. It be the ones that's closest to you, even your family, and they be telling these people in a neighborhood or your business. They be like, oh no, Ray Ray be shopping over there. Oh, Taquesha be going over there hanging out. And then when Ray Ray go over there or Taquesha go over there, then be so confused why people is stalking them or harassing them all the time, because it be the ones that's closest to you plotting the whole time. So yeah, I think that's it. So have a good night.